The ceasefire, therefore, was not mutual. It was a restraint regime on Lebanon, while Israel could carry on as usual. And we know, of course, they have done that, but now we know the US assented to it. One side believed a ceasefire was in effect, the other knew it wasn't. So what we have been calling a Lebanese ceasefire for the past almost year was never a ceasefire at all. Michael Herzog, serving as Israel's ambassador to Washington at the time, said publicly that the United States had greenlit these strikes. No hesitation, no withheld phrasing. The approval was acknowledged as policy. The ceasefire was never bilateral. It only applied downwards. The stronger side kept initiative. The weaker side was required to demonstrate calm, discipline, and endurance, not realizing the same constraint was not on their opponents. Compliance was the test. Endurance was the measure. That was the structure. Hezbollah didn't escalate. That was the posture. That was the signal to the Lebanese public, to regional actors, to the international press. The silence on the southern front was treated as evidence that the ceasefire was holding. Only one side was actually being measured, though. Only one side's stillness counted, and this was what was described as stability. But that word did not refer to quiet. It referred to control. The United States continued to speak as if it were the balancer between forces, the neutral hand. But neutrality would have required even-handedness, not systemic bias. The paperwork did not require that, though. The paperwork was written to hold one side in place, while, unbeknownst to them, the other continued operations. The ceasefire existed as narrative only. The war continued by arrangement.